Hi, my name is Joseph Kalfas. I'm going to be doing a quick review on the ASUS G73SW. I'm going to keep it under 15 minutes so it can fit on YouTube. Anyway, so here's G73. On Amazon, you get this basically for about $1,800. It has a full HD display, USB 3.0, webcam, backlit keyboard. 2 hard drives are hybrid 500 gigs, Blu-ray reader, and 8 gigs of 1333 RAM. This one's a souped up one. As you know, this one came out about December 2010, January 2011. A couple months later, they found a flaw in the Sandy Bridge where the SATA controllers would degrade over time. A couple months later, they released a revision. So this one is revised, as you can see. As you can see on the computer, there's going to be a sticker right here saying this is the new revision. Okay. So what we're going to go over now is what's in the box. Obviously, the laptop's in the box. This power brick, 150 watt, pretty big. It's in the box. You have the wireless gaming mouse, couple buttons, scroll wheel, a DPI button, and 2 buttons on the side, maybe back and forward for the internet. I'm not a gamer, and I don't like wires, so I'm not going to be using it. You got a bag. I've purchased several ASUS's before, and their bags are okay. This one's actually pretty good. It's pretty big, some pockets. I put the ASUS in there, my MacBook, and a Kindle, and all the power bricks, and it fit. Also, it should fit in a overhead compartment for airlines. But it does get heavy, you know, once you put everything in there. Okay, we're gonna go over. Actually, we got a couple more things. We got driver CD. I plan on reformatting this and putting Windows 7 Ultimate. Got a couple manuals. Basically, don't spill anything on your computer, stuff like that. Not too bad. And then ExpressGate manual. ExpressGate is where you don't have to boot into Windows. So if your computer is completely off, you could press the ExpressGate key, and you could go into Skype, the internet, view some pictures and music, all that. Got a little cleaning cloth. And then from Exotic, which is a third-party custom builder of laptops, they give you some warranty stuff and, you know, what they put in your computer. The overclock stuff, which I did. Okay, so like I said before, this is not a normal, it's not the stock ASUS G73SW. I had a third party add some stuff to it, so we'll go over that right here. As you can see right now, avatar's playing. It looks good in real life. I don't know how it's going to show up on camera, but this is a 1080p full HD display, so I'm going to get out of that, and we're going to go into, first I'm going to show you the hard drive partition. Sometimes ASUS likes to partition hard drives. This one is not too bad. There's 2 physical hard drives in there. You can't see it that well right now. Let's see if I could change the resolution to something bigger. Let's do, let's apply changes. Okay. Where is my hard drive? Computer. Okay, as you can see, you have 2 physical hard drives in there right now. One is 444 gigs. The other is 465 gigs. And then you have your Blu-ray. and ASUS web storage, which got it. So they didn't really partition anything. Remember, you have 2 hard drives physically in here, which you could add up. They sell laptop hard drives for now for like, a terabyte. So you could have up to 2 terabytes if you play your cards right. Okay. We're gonna go over to Task Manager. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Task Manager. And show you how many cores you have. Okay, so you have 1 physical CPU, and then you have 8 cores or 8 threads, as you call them. So it could do up to 8 different things at once. So that's that. And then, as you see right here, can't really see it on the screen, 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, we're gonna go over system properties to show you what's in this computer, what they upgraded. Basically, you got the Intel Core i7 2720QM at 2.2 gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM, and this is a stock clock is 1888, I think, 64-bit. And then the Windows Experience Index, we'll go over that, something basic. So basically you have your processor, which is a 7.5 out of 7.9. So I upgraded the processor. The RAM is a 7.9 because it's 16 gigs of RAM at 1888 clock. Graphics 7.2 and gaming graphics 7.2 and primary hard disk 5.9. And graphics card that's in here is GeForce GTX 460M. So it's not the best graphics card. I'm not doing it for gaming, so I'm doing it for other things. But so obviously your hard drive is going to limit you right now. So what you can do is you could upgrade your hard drive to a solid state. And remember, these are SATA 3s, so I think they do up to 6 gigs a second. So if you buy a solid state, do a SATA 3, put them in. So a little note about the hard drives inside here. So you have 2 hard drives. They're 500 gigs with 4 gigs solid state. And I did some research. Basically, the solid state gets utilized when you open programs. So after a couple weeks, your computer will learn what to put on solid state. So for example, if you turn on your computer and you always open up Microsoft Office, the Adobe Suite, all that, then basically it's going to learn to do, it's going to put that on the solid state. Okay, now we're going to go over to looks. People shouldn't buy laptops for looks, but sometimes people do. So I added some extra things. So you can't see it that well right now, but it has a backlit keyboard and a light bar underneath, the red light bar underneath the screen, backlit keyboard that's red. Looks pretty slick. And then on the back you have your vents with red. We're gonna go over, many people already did this before, but we'll go over it again. It's Ethernet, USB, Blu-ray, mine's a Blu-ray reader and writer, USB, mic and headphone. On the front, some indicator lights, and then some buttons up top, your power button, and some other buttons, I think, for your touchpad, Express Gate, and something else. Then on the side, you have a card reader for SD, USB 3.0, USB 2.0, HDMI, VGA power. And on the back, you have your battery and your lock. You got that. Okay, now we're going to go over to overclock of what Exotic PC did to my computer. I asked them to. Let's do this. Basically, you have MSI Afterburner, which basically you could change basically what your clock is. I don't really deal with overclocks. I just wanted a better, faster system. So they give you a letter saying, hey, don't change your things. So yeah. So this is the, you know, afterburner. Alright. Then they did some screenshots. You do MSI, let's see, base score. Okay, they did 3D Mark, and you can't see it that well. 3D Mark base score, GPU 7,113, and then CPU 38,993. Okay, so that's base. So that's what you should get if you buy this just normal. The first test they did was GPU 8070, CPU 39,193. And then the second one, which is right now, GPU 7998, CPU 41,379. So you can compare it to your little specs and do what you need to do with that. So that's that. Okay, you already seen the Blu-ray. Let me change the display back to HD. Show you Avatar a little bit, since it has a Blu-ray player. It's right out of the box. You don't need any special software. My other computer, when play Blu-rays, I think you needed some kind of special software. This already comes with some kind of rock seal, so Blu-rays play right out of the box. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I think. Let's play it. Okay, let that load. Okay, and let me go over some likes and dislikes. So the likes is powerful. It looks slick. There's no fingerprints or anything. Has a good cooling system. Everything comes out the back. One vents for GPU, one vents for the CPU. The dislikes, there's no eSATA. There's no FireWire. There's no express card. Express card, I noticed, has been phasing out. My last computer has a card reader. Express, I think 34. Basically, you have a card reader, and that's how I log into my email for work. You put your ID card in there, and then you could log into email. Now I have to use something like this, which sucks. I don't like wires, and it's bulky, and it's one more thing that I have to carry. Okay, and then we'll go over the dimensions and the weights. Okay, so it's a 17-inch screen. So let's measure it out, and it's over 17 inches. The width is right at 16 and a half, and the length is about 13, and the height is about 1.5, so it's pretty big. So that's a review of the ASUS. Try to keep it short, simple, no benchmarks or whatever, and then yeah. My next videos are going to be probably transferring iTunes libraries, like with your playlists and all that, and some other videos. We'll see what I can do. So that was a review of the ASUS G73SW with the Sandy Bridge, the new revision CPU, and leave a comment if you have any questions and requests for videos. Thank you.